This is CBS Rewind. November 25th, 1968. The Beatles released the White Album.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
I think so. Fine. It's old. It's the bloody Beatles' White Album. Shut up.
This date in 1982. The opening of the 3-day Jamaica World Music Festival, featuring the Grateful Dead. And November 25th, 1998.
It is so absolute, it's so non-negotiable.
Michael J. Fox revealed he has Parkinson's disease.
It just is what it is.
I'm Brandon Brooks, and that's Rewind.
Since 2013, the annual Progressive Keys to Progress event has provided deserving veterans with vehicles, helping our heroes drive their lives forward. Learn more about this program at keystoprogress.com.
FM 1019, FM 100.5, wgnsradio.com. The Good Neighbor Network. We're the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Leanna to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues here on News Radio WGNS. Happy that you are alongside here for the big show today. Of course, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. They want to remind you that during this Thanksgiving holiday season, they are so happy to call you a member. That's right. Proud to serve this incredible community. Thankful for you. May your Thanksgiving be full of blessings and joy from your friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. Coming up on, just past 11 minutes after 10. Lot to do today. Lot to share here on the big show. We've got Lee Colvin joining a bit later on, Edward Jones financial advisor, and all-around great feller. So looking forward to conversations with him. A bit later on today, we've got Lady Raider basketball, then we'll have men's basketball. You should get just about all of those games in, as a matter of fact. Talking with Chip last night from Cabo. I guess he was sitting back sipping a little Mai Tai or something. Who knows? But we kind of think the timing is going to work out where you'll get all the women's game. Dick Palmer's going to bring you the play-by-play from Florida. And then right around maybe the tip-off, you'll be able to listen in and hear the game on WGNS, the men's basketball game. So we're going to go from Destin, Florida to Cabo. That's kind of the plan. So must be a good job if you can get it, right? So we've got men's and women's basketball today. And then, of course, then we'll settle in for the holiday rest of the week. Friday night, we've got some high school football for you. We're going to talk all about that coming up in sports in just a few. But shall we talk about our salutes for the day? I'd like to do that. Saluting our good neighbor of the day, our birthday club winner. So let's see. Birthday club. Let's do that first. Willie Sneed is the recipient of the banana pudding today from Slick Pig Barbecue. Slick Pig is over at 1920 East Main, right here in Murfreesboro. Over 30 years now. 30 years and counting for the Robinsons at Slick Pig. So stop in. They're probably out of the turkeys. Did that with them one year. Man, it was good. Should have thought about that again. It just kind of came to mind. But wings, ribs, anything smoked, they can take care of you out there. Barbecue, best you'll put in your mouth. Slick Pig, 1920 East Main, and homemade desserts. And Willie's going to get to enjoy some of those with that banana pudding today. Our SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the day is Jennifer Sanchez for being a great person who always exhibits a caring heart. Today, Jennifer Sanchez is the recipient of flowers from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio, WGNS. So thank you to today's Good Neighbor of the day, Jennifer Sanchez. Hey, if you'd like to send in a Good Neighbor nomination, we have made it super simple, very easy. All you have to do is text the word neighbor, N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. You'll get a reply. Just tap on the link, fill out the information, click submit when you're done, and that's it. Okay? So help us out with that. Many thanks. Many thanks to our friends at Ryan Flowers, Jenny Harrison, her entire staff out there. Wonderful folks. 117 South Academy. The Ryan family, the Ryan Flowers family has, it's been 40 years plus, probably 50 or 60 years plus, maybe even further back than we know, doing our Good Neighbor of the Day salute. So Jennifer Sanchez, today's Good Neighbor. And there you go. That's our winners list. Would like to remind you that we're just talking with Rick and Wayne. Rick and Wayne are the MCs of the Smyrna Christmas Parade. This is the 50th annual Smyrna Christmas Parade, and it's on December 7th, the week before the Murfreesboro Parade. They kind of intersected last year, but got the calendar worked out this time so that way Smyrna and Murfreesboro don't collide. And so they're working on that. I think we're going to be able to bring you the sights and sounds of the Smyrna Christmas Parade on December 7th on our Big GTV channel. And then, of course, on the 25th, your Wake Up Crew friends, John and Dalton and myself, are going to be taking on the Murfreesboro Christmas Parade. You'll be able to watch that on Big GTV, presented by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Farm Bureau Insurance, Adam Tipton, Whitfin Funeral Chapels, and also Middle Tennessee Electric. So that is coming up on the 14th at 2 o'clock. You'll be able to watch it live on Big GTV, and then you'll be able to see the archive, wgnsradio.com/parade, for all the information on the parade. And you'll be able to go back and watch it there after the parade. And we're planning now to hopefully be able to bring you the Smyrna Parade and the Murfreesboro Parade, and maybe another little special deal just kind of looping through on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day on Big GTV. So, looking forward to all of that. Got holiday plans, and of course on the radio, you'll be able to enjoy on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day 48 hours of limited commercial interruption, Christmas music. So, got some Christmas plans already. We haven't even gotten past Thanksgiving. But here in the studio, we've got the tree up already, as you can see if you're watching on Big GTV this morning. So, all ready to go and decked out over there. How's the weather cooperating with us? Well,
now here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Time to get some forecast details. Overcast skies, 59 degrees in Murfreesboro here at our studios, but looks like we've already warmed up. 64, let's call it, in Murfreesboro. That's what's coming in at the airport. 65 in Smyrna. And we're going to check on our short-term forecast model here, see what it has to say about our rain chances as we go through the rest of the day. Going to be a bit windy, I believe, today as well. So here are your forecast details, looking toward the Thanksgiving holiday, too.
Well, Brian, it looks like we'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms here early this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies, a high in the lower 70s. Winds out of the southwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy, a low near 46. By Wednesday, skies become mostly sunny, high around 56 degrees. Thanksgiving Thursday, we'll see some sunshine and a high around 47. Friday, sunny skies, a high around 44 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thank you, Jennifer. Here's a look at our Rutherford weather radar, and we have this with our short-term model picked up to take us through the afternoon and into the overnight hours. A few off and on showers, that's all we're going to be dealing with now. The bulk of the heavier rain has moved on. But I can tell you, we're going to have some much cooler weather on the way in the forecast. So let me see if I can pull this information up for you and just kind of look at our forecast roller coaster. It's going to be one for sure. I guess you heard Jennifer there with the information about Thanksgiving Day. 47 for the high on Thanksgiving Day. Man. So let's see, the 25th, that is today. Let's go to the 27th. 27th. Here we go. Well, it skips the 27th for some reason. Well, this is 9 p.m. on Wednesday. 38. On the 28th, Friday, 12 p.m., 45. Friday night, or Friday afternoon, 40 degrees. Looks like we go to 3 a.m., 49 on December 1st. Not sure why it's skipping some of the data there, but the end story here is it's going to be cold. We've got a little cool snap coming in. It's going to have us Friday night for Oakland Blackman football from Oakland High School, probably in the 30s, but no rain in the forecast. It's just going to be bitterly cold. It should be, I guess, semifinal football, huh? Two more football games of the entire season left, and Rutherford County will have a team in the state championship game, but will it be Oakland or will it be Blackman? We'll find out on Friday night. But there you go. Your forecast details you'll have to wrap up on Friday for the football game for those of you planning to attend. If you can't go, you can also listen to it on WGNS, but I encourage you to go and take a radio or your phone with you and stream our coverage on Friday night. It's 20 minutes after 10. That's a look at your forecast. 64 degrees in Murfreesboro, 65 in Smyrna. Don't forget to check us out on the Rutherford Weather Channel during impactful and severe weather. We're coming up on winter, of course. Wintertime means, well, we could have some I can't even say the word, so I won't. But it could be in the forecast. Could also have severe weather during the winter months. So you'll want to be informed. During impactful and severe weather, we're keeping you updated on the Rutherford Weather Channel, RutherfordWX.com. On your favorite social platform, search for RUCO Weather, R-U-C-O Weather, RUCO Weather. And that's a look at your forecast here this morning from WGNS. Now time to check in with the latest business news. And we go to the news desk here of Edward Jones to get this update for you.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
Well, equity markets are down in early trading. Delayed government data showing mixed producer inflation and a slightly cooler than expected retail sales for September. So the Dow has reacted, going up 360 points, 46,808. S&P is ahead 17, 67.23. NASDAQ is down 46, 22,825.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Check of the latest world news headlines are coming up here on WGNS. Dalton's got your Rutherford Roundup straight ahead, so we've got your news fix all coming up. And our coverage on Big G TV is brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic today. The only multi-specialty physician-owned medical practice in Rutherford County, serving the community with primary and specialty care. MMC is committed to keeping you healthy for life. Here's that World News Check from WGNS.
CBS Radio News.
CBS News Brief. Ukraine and Russia may be a step closer to a peace deal. CBS's Holly Williams.
A senior Ukrainian official posted on social media this morning that the U.S. and Ukraine reached a, quote, common understanding of the core terms of the agreement. Now, we don't have any details.
President Trump had given Ukraine until Thursday to agree to his proposal. U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll met with Russian officials in Abu Dhabi today to discuss the peace plan. Consumer confidence has taken a hit this month. CBS business reporter Jason Brooks.
The combination of weakening job prospects and persistently high prices sank the Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index for November, the second lowest level since April.
CBS's Chris Van Cleve tells us it's another busy day for Thanksgiving travelers.
The FAA says today will actually be its busiest day as far as scheduled flights go. Crews working around the clock to make sure they get out on time and also watching the weather.
Snow in the upper Midwest and heavy rain in the Ohio Valley. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Bill Hagerty is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Bill Hagerty at 202-224-4944 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. One of our clients was operating a farm tractor when he was rear-ended by a tractor trailer. In an instant, his life was changed forever. We helped him receive a settlement that has given him financial security for the rest of his life. Now, each case is different, and we can't promise this type of result for every case. But we can promise that when you hire the law offices of John Day, we'll work hard to help you. If you think we can help, call me, John Day.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Tuesday, November the 25th, 2025. Rutherford County school leaders are pressing forward with rezoning discussions as the district prepares for the opening of Poplar Hill Middle School next year. At a recent board meeting in Murfreesboro, several parents voiced concerns about proposed zoning maps, including Laura Miller, who said her family had already endured one difficult move from Stewart's Creek Elementary to Browns Chapel Elementary in Murfreesboro. She urged officials to consider the strain on families as enrollment continues to surge across Rutherford County. With elementary enrollment expected to rise by nearly 1,000 students and middle school numbers projected to jump by almost 2,000 by 2031, board members emphasized the need for long-term solutions. Rutherford County Schools spokesperson James Evans noted that rezoning is never easy, but unavoidable as growth accelerates, especially around the packed Stewart's Creek area. In other Tennessee news, a shocking case from Hamilton County is moving forward after the death of 58-year-old Angela Policio. Policio suffered extensive burns after investigators say 39-year-old Christopher Maluda doused her with gasoline and set her on fire, claiming that she was the devil. A witness, Steve Ellis, held Medulla at gunpoint until deputies arrived. Policio, who identified Medulla as her attacker before being airlifted, later died from her injuries. Authorities report that Medulla admitted to the act and displayed signs of severe mental instability. His charges have now been upgraded from first-degree murder as he awaits a court-ordered mental evaluation ahead of his February 2026 hearing. As Tennessee's political debate intensifies over the Memphis Safe Task Force, the ongoing National Guard deployment continues to draw scrutiny far beyond Shelby County. State Representative G.A. Hardaway has challenged the deployment's constitutionality, arguing the governor cannot act without the legislature. A Nashville judge agreed, ruling the effort unconstitutional, though guardsmen remain in place during the appeal. As speculation grows over whether Governor Bill Lee might call a special legislative session, Hardaway insists that such a move is unlikely during the holiday season. Legislative leaders, including Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally, also signaled confidence that the courts will ultimately uphold their position. The dispute comes as visitors to Memphis encounter heightened security, while lawmakers weigh long-term alternatives such as expanded investment in education, economics, and mental health. Here in Murfreesboro and Rutherford County, holiday travelers are seeing a much different type of activity as ML Rose opens its newest Middle Tennessee location on Medical Center Parkway. Founder Austin Ray calls the expansion a personal milestone, noting his family's deep ties to Murfreesboro and his mother, Gail Ray's roots at MTSU. The restaurant marks the chain's fourth opening in just 2 years, offering a full menu of wings, sandwiches, salads, and craft beer. Holiday celebrations across Rutherford County are ramping up as communities prepare for their annual Christmas parades, each rooted in a long tradition that stretches from ancient Roman festivities to modern-day American holiday culture. Laverne kicks things off on December the 6th with its 15th annual Parade of Lights, beginning at City Hall and ending at Veterans Memorial Park. This nighttime event encourages participants to decorate floats and vehicles with lights, leading into a tree lighting, fireworks, carols, cookies, and photos with Santa. Meanwhile, Smyrna's 50th annual Christmas parade follows on December the 7th, with a strong focus on community support through its food drive for Nourish Food Bank. Spectators in Smyrna will once again see floats, dancers, classic cars, riders, and of course Santa and Mrs. Claus along the South Lowry Street route. Eagleville's parade on December the 13th will highlight the theme Christmas movies. Murfreesboro caps off the season on December 14th with its beloved Sweet Christmas Parade, streaming for the first time ever on WGNS's Big GTV platforms. The procession begins at East Main Street by MTSU and ends near the public square. As communities celebrate, Laverne is also reflecting on a wave of generosity after its second annual Thanksgiving food drive served 98 families, nearly quadruple last year's number. Organizer Amber Hankinson said that the response was deeply humbling, crediting volunteers and city departments for their collaboration. Families received curated food packages, easing holiday expenses for residents like Ashley Gardner, who called the support a, quote, true blessing. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Bill Hagerty is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Bill Hagerty at 202-224-4944 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a disciplined approach to investing. Call 615-907-7056 for an opportunity to discuss your situation. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
All right, well, here we go. More basketball today. Lady Raiders, 1 o'clock airtime on WGNS with Dick Palmer behind the microphone for that one. Lady Raiders second game. They wind up their trip down to Florida today, and the Middle men will battle McNeese State in the Grand Cayman Islands. 3:30 airtime. We're probably going to hit that around 4 or a little after this afternoon, right around somewhere close to the tip or first half for sure. So we've got Lady Raider and Raider basketball for you today. Then the next sports item we have for you is next Friday night, this coming Friday night actually, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Get your shopping in and then get ready for some high school football. And it is a huge semifinal clash, maybe the biggest game ever between these two teams, because Blackman and Oakland will play each other with a spot in the state championship game on the line. So this is in the semifinals, the state's Final Four, the 28th year in a row that we've had a team at least in the semifinals, if not in the championship game and winning a state championship. And 30 out of the, it's 31 out of the last 32 years. What an amazing run. And one of these two teams will be in the state title game coming up on Saturday, December the 6th. No Coaches Show for you on Saturday morning, so Saturday afternoon from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Enjoy Middle Tennessee football at New Mexico State. That's the latest in local sports. Let's find out what's happening around the state of Tennessee as we pull in Josh Copley, who's got a look at the statewide scene.
Access Tennessee Sports. I'm Josh Copley. The Memphis Grizzlies would lose last night to the Denver Nuggets 125-115. It was a tightly contested ball game that stayed competitive through all 4 quarters. Jock Landale would have a standout game, recording a double-double with 26 points and 10 rebounds. Unfortunately for Memphis, Zach Edey left the game early with a head injury. The Nashville Predators would suffer a brutal loss at the hands of the Florida Panthers 8-3. Nashville was behind the 8 ball early, surrendering 4 goals in the first period. It was a tough showing for the Preds inside Bridgestone Arena, as they have now lost 8 of their last 9 games. The number 17 Tennessee Vols men's basketball team picked up a 25-point win over Rutgers 85-60. The winning effort was fronted by a 32-point performance from Jacoby Gillespie. The Volunteers have a tough test today against number 3 Houston at 5 p.m. Central. The undefeated Vanderbilt men also cracked the top 25, coming in at 24th. I'm Josh Copley with Access Tennessee Sports.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Nunley. During a visit to Memphis Monday, Attorney General Pam Bondi praised the work of the Memphis Safe Task Force alongside several Tennessee leaders, including the governor. Bondi says after 56 days of the federal and state law enforcement surge, murder in Memphis was down 48%, sexual assault down 49%, and robbery down 61%. Bondi claims there have been more than 3,600 arrests and 531 firearms seized. This visit comes after a Tennessee judge's order to block the use of the National Guard in Memphis was issued just last week. A federal lawsuit claiming a school resource officer used excessive force in the arrest of a former Eastridge High School student has been dismissed. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of Terrius Sledge, who was arrested by the SRO for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, according to WTVC. Video of Sledge's arrest went viral on social media after it happened. That lawsuit was voluntarily dismissed without prejudice. Court documents show Sledge pleaded guilty in September to 1 count of disorderly conduct in relation to the case. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail. More news in 30 seconds.
Jumpstart your holiday shopping with a Little Linden Christmas, December 6th throughout downtown. Join dozens of arts and craft booths, along with our welcoming downtown stores, for a delightful Christmas shopping experience. Plus, enjoy a traditional Christmas tea, a hometown tree lighting, and Christmas parade to end the day. It all happens Saturday, December 6th, starting at 10 a.m. in beautiful Linden, Tennessee. Visit the Perry County Chamber of Commerce on Facebook for more information. We'll see you in Linden, December 6th.
The University of Tennessee revealed Monday that Smokey 11 is retiring from official mascot duties nearly 4 years after announcing the young pup as the successor to his father, Smokey 10. The university released a statement that Smokey 11's reserved temperament continued to affect his comfort in public outings, despite more than 2 years of training and acclimation efforts. Will Dudley, Access Tennessee News.
Raider Tees isn't just about t-shirts. We've got jackets, scarves, polos, hats, even jewelry and home decor. Everything to show off your Middle Tennessee Blue Raider pride. Whether you're headed to the game or just want to represent the Blue Raiders every day, we've got you covered. Literally. Come check out our exclusive designs and unbeatable selection at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? I'm Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction, and we've been selling property in Middle Tennessee since 1969. Whether it be traditional listings, sales, or auctions, let us visit your property and help you decide what method is best for your situation. Call Maples Realty and Auction today, because it's our people that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold by Maples Realty and Auction.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
In the Monday Night Football game at San Francisco, the 49ers beat Carolina 20-9. Christian McCaffrey, 89 yards rushing and a score. Also 7 receptions for him for 53 yards. Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel was cleared to play, but Shedeur Sanders will start again Sunday against the 49ers. The Vikings placed quarterback J.J. McCarthy in concussion protocol. And among the 3 games in the NFL this Thursday, Cincinnati will play at Baltimore, and Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is expected to play, back from the toe injury. However, wide receiver T. Higgins is out with a concussion. In the NBA, Detroit won its 13th game in a row, a victory at Indiana. Toronto won its 8th in a row, a home win against Cleveland. Miami won its 5th straight game, edging Dallas 106-102. Heat guard Tyler Hero with 24 points in his season debut a couple months after ankle surgery. Our friends at Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard would like to let you know that they're getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving, and of course Christmas is around the corner. You'll want to stop on in Steered Straight. But when can you visit? They're going to be closed on Thanksgiving Thursday and closed on Friday the 28th to allow their staff to have time with their friends and family. But they'll be reopening on Saturday the 29th for Small Business Saturday, 9 until 7 on that Saturday, with some huge deals up to 30% off throughout the store. They're open on Sunday as well, 11 to 5 for the weekend shopper. Happy Thanksgiving from Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
We're loud, we're proud, we're blue. WGNS AM and FM, your home for the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. FM 1019, FM 100.5, WGNSradio.com. The Good Neighbor Network. When severe weather strikes, we break in.
A tornado watch is in effect for Rutherford County.
The most up-to-date weather information.
We'll be here with you on radio and with Rutherford Weather video channels as we continue to track this storm.
Get 10-point details on severe and impactful weather in Rutherford County with Rutherford Weather.
A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for Rutherford County.
Listen for Rutherford weather updates on WGNS and watch on YouTube and Facebook by following at RUCO Weather. That's RUCO Weather.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
This segment is sponsored by the local Edward Jones office of Lee Colvin. The host of the show and Edward Jones have an existing business relationship. This event is not a testimonial of services provided by Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who are proud to serve this incredible community and thankful for you, a trusted member. May your Thanksgiving be full of blessings and joy. Happy Thanksgiving from Middle Tennessee Electric. And happy Thanksgiving to the Turkey in town. Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. That's it. Sorry, I got your title wrong.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, we're hanging in there.
You know, you look verklempt.
Who?
I don't know. I just heard that in a show. I don't think I even said it right. I'm from Leanna, so we don't use words like that.
I'll go back and search that one later.
So, you, of course, are our financial advisor with Edward Jones. And, if you want to see somebody that knows how to work the phones, you need to see Lee Colvin in the wild. You're walking in here, you're making deals, you're throwing papers around and saying, do this and do that, and this will,
Oh, is that how that goes?
Probably not quite like that, but man, you're. Have you ever looked at the minutes you use on your phone in a month?
It's usually. I average at least over 5,000.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I haven't looked in a while, but that used to be the average.
About 5,000.
Yeah,
I can see that. Guy like you.
I didn't even know there were that many minutes in it.
Or barely. just barely. I think you talk in the phone in your sleep sometimes too.
Yeah, maybe. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Ready for Turkey Day and holidays.
Ready to get this thing done, aren't we?
Yeah. Already got the tree up.
Spend time with family.
Here in the studio, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
So, ready for the holiday season. And, of course, when we come to this time of the year, it's not only Thanksgiving and then Christmas, but it's also open enrollment.
Love that open enrollment, don't we? You know, and a lot of folks have already even had their open enrollment closed.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if that word love does that really work here?
I have never heard that word in open enrollment.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No. But, Brian, for many people, while fall brings this open and very important opportunity for open enrollment of benefits, it may not sound as exciting as planning for the holidays. Maybe, though, taking a careful look at your workplace benefits could save you hundreds, possibly even thousands of dollars next year.
Well, what is open enrollment? There may be people who are listening or saying, I don't really know what you're talking about. So what is that?
Well, great question. So open enrollment is the period when you will choose your medical and other workplace benefits for the year end or the year ahead. Mm-hmm. And most employers hold it in the fall with elections taking effect in January. So you have open enrollment now, and the choices that you make now take effect for January through December of next year. So now, once the window closes, you usually cannot make changes unless you experience a major life event like marriage, divorce, the birth of a child, or when a dependent has become an and boy, I cannot speak today, Brian. When a child may become an emancipated adult, meaning someone underage has gone to become a legal adult.
Yeah. Okay.
Early. So in those situations, while it may be easy to simply renew last year's choices, that could be even a costly mistake for a lot of folks. The employer plan that you have, the providers, the costs, all of these things, or some of these things may have changed year over year. It's also possible that your own circumstances are different than they were a year ago. For example, if you had a baby, maybe your spouse had a baby, maybe you got married, possibly you're expecting some new medical needs coming up. Taking a fresh look helps ensure your benefits match your life today. So we just wanted to bring a few tips for navigating open enrollment.
Okay, so we've got several here. We're going to talk about comparing your health care plans carefully, or comparing health care plans, period. Checking your life insurance, considering disability coverage, understanding supplemental options, taking advantage of tax-friendly accounts, and reviewing your retirement savings. So let's hit these up one at a time. And with this, the same as when people say, just keep doing what you're doing, Lee. A lot of people want to maybe do the same thing here with healthcare, but it's important to compare these plans that are available pretty carefully.
It is. Employers often offer more than one health, dental, or even vision option. And looking at differences in provider networks, prescription coverage, premiums, if you and your spouse both have coverage options, compare plans across the employers. Just be mindful that some companies charge a fee if you enroll a partner who has their own marketplace coverage. Many plans offer wellness discounts on monthly premiums based on the personal health condition of the person or the family.
It's also a good opportunity, as one of the points, to check life insurance, right?
Certainly. Most or many employers provide a base level of life insurance with the option to buy more. So if your family has grown or your financial responsibilities have increased, now is the time to make sure that you have enough coverage to protect your loved ones.
And disability coverage is one of those things to consider. Maybe give us some ideas why. The average person maybe not is even thinking about disability coverage, but we're talking about like a short-term situation maybe, right?
Yeah, certainly. So a short-term disability plan can help cover income gaps for up to 12 months during recovery from surgery, illness, childbirth. Long-term disability insurance offers protection if you're unable to work again for an extended period up to age 65. And ideally, coverage should replace up to 60% of your pre-tax income.
We're talking with Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin today. It's open enrollment time, and what to know before you enroll is kind of what we're taking up, some points there. Supplemental options. Let's talk about this and maybe what you mean by that.
So some employers, Brian, they'll also offer accidental death and dismemberment, or AD&D insurance. And while it can provide peace of mind, remember that it's not a substitute for life or disability insurance, since it only covers specific accidents.
Okay. Important to know AD&D and what that means. Tax-friendly accounts. I'm sure maybe we're talking about the, FSAs, the flexible spending, or the health savings accounts. Maybe people are aware of those.
Right. So, while you have FSAs, which are flexible spending, and then health savings accounts as well, these let your pre-tax dollars be used for eligible medical expenses. If you have young children or other dependents, ask whether your employer offers a dependent care FSA to help offset care costs. And note that these are use it or lose it dollars, so contribute only what you expect to spend every year. At the same time, HSAs available with high deductible health plans are more flexible, since unused funds roll over from year to year and can even serve as long-term savings accounts.
Okay, important to know. The last point I think here to bring about this, reviewing your retirement savings. So it's a good opportunity to do that too when you're looking at open enrollment.
Certainly. So while your retirement plan usually is not part of open enrollment, this is a good time to revisit your retirement plan and make sure that you're contributing enough to earn your employer's match. Small increases can make a big difference over time, so it can be very important for you.
Okay, well, a lot of information here in a very short time and just kind of skimming the surface. But, it's not the, you think of Christmas as the magical time of the year, or Thanksgiving, the wholesome kind of family time. It's open enrollment is none of those, but it's important.
It definitely may not be the most thrilling item on your fall to-do list, but it could be one of the most important. And taking a little time now to review your employee group benefits could give you greater financial security and extra savings throughout the year.
Well, Lee, I know that it's also a very important time of the year to do a lot of things, and that should mean looking at your insurance, looking at all these things with open enrollment, also considering, what's going on with your, saving for retirement. And I'm sure you'd love to talk with folks if they're kind of in limbo, don't really know who to turn to or to talk to. You or any of the Edward Jones financial advisors here in town would be glad to talk with folks, I'm sure.
Definitely. We would always love to help, Brian. Again, if, as usual, if somebody's out there and they have questions, they're not sure who to talk to, please feel free to give us a call. You can reach out to my office. We may ask some preliminary questions of you, where you are, what your goals are, what you've done so far to reach those goals, and then try to fit you with the best financial advisor locally in the area who may be able to help meet your needs and take care of you.
907-7056.
That's it. We'd love to hear from you.
Off the top of the head here. Lee Colvin, appreciate you coming by. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you in December here in a few weeks. Lee Colvin joining us today here on the show. If you missed part of our conversation, be sure to check the podcast. It will be up shortly. You can find that at wgnsradio.com under podcast, and just look for Rutherford Issues.
Jennings and Ayers. Subscribe to Big G TV. Local content that matters to Rutherford County.